Cool. Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for joining. I'm happy to see all of you here. If you haven't already heard me say this a bunch of times, we are using 2 blocks for class today, or 2 kind of tallish and sturdiest things. You'll be using it to kind of help you balance in a certain posture called half moon. So grab 2 blocks or 2 sturdyish things, and we will get started in child's pose. So I'm starting the playlist now. It's linked in the chat box and below if you'd like to follow along. But once you have all your stuff in order, and you can make your way into child's pose, let yourself really arrive there in the shape. Let your knees fall out as wide as feels comfortable, forehead resting down on the ground. Already here, feel a sense of ease, no matter how slight, knowing that you have stopped. Whatever you might have been rushing to finish on your way to class today, you made it. Even if you didn't finish the thing, you chose to stop and pause, make some room for yourself. The thing will be waiting when you're done. And this conscious pausing is giving all of us the chance to choose the kind of person we want to be when we return to that thing, or those people, or whatever it is that filled your day before this moment. And as you just breathe naturally here, start to sense into the space around you, maybe feeling the air against your skin, sensing the texture of your mat beneath you, sensing any smells, any sounds you can hear around you without being swept away in them. And if you haven't already yet, start to deepen your breath. This might look different for each of us, maybe a more conscious pulling in, welcoming in of air, followed by purposeful softening as the air leaves your body. Just a couple rounds of that breath, whatever it looks like for you on your own. Maybe you start to feel your hips a little heavier, tugging down towards your heels. Take 3 more of these deep breaths on your own. Notice the space behind your heart, kind of between your shoulder blades, softening more as you breathe. Take a few of these together. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. So good. 2 more like that. Big inhale. Full exhale. Push the air out all the way empty. Last one. Big breath in. Feel your rib cage expand. Big breath out. Totally empty. This time as you inhale, crawl your fingertips forward just a hair. And as you exhale, take them over towards the right. Any amount, getting a nice stretch through the left side of your body. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale to come back to center. Let your exhale take you over towards the left now. Finding a generous stretch all through the right side body. As you inhale, come back to center and kind of slither your way into Sphinx pose here. So your legs will actually come straight out behind you. You're laying down on your tummy, arms at the number 11. Kind of pushing down into the earth, lightly gripping the mat with your fingertips, pulling your heart proud and forward, but letting your legs, your low back, your belly relax. You might stay right here, just enjoying this slight opening in the heart. If you'd like some neck circles, start to draw circles with your neck, but make them really big, really slow circles, leading with your chin. And experiment with a range of motion you haven't tapped into yet today. Maybe noticing as the chin gets all the way to one side, you can almost look behind you. Do 2 circles on one side, then we'll change direction. Nice and slow. Really feeling the stretch all through all sides of your neck. If you haven't switched directions yet, do that now. Can you relax your abdomen even more? Can you pull your elbows towards your hips to open through your heart? So we're taking 2 big, slow neck circles here. So take those on your own. And when you've finished, push yourself up onto all fours, tabletop position. That was a lot of slight back bending right off the bat. So let's take some cat and cow to even out the spine. Spread your palms really wide as you breathe in. Find cow pose, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. Push the earth away from you. Inhale, cow pose, look up. Exhale, cat, look straight behind you. 3 more of these on your own, lingering if it feels good, adding in other movements. Maybe you just keep it strictly cat and cow today. Totally up to you. About 1 more full round of breath wherever you are. We'll all pause together in tabletop. Turn your fingers to point the opposite way. So fingertips back towards your knees. Find a nice little forearm stretch. And from here, it might feel good to kind of sit back onto your heels. You can pedal out through your arms, or maybe a static stretch is good. We're finding the gentle opening all through the forearms, through the underside of the wrists. Take 2 more breaths. And now flip your hands over so the tops of your hands are on the mat, tops of your hands on the mat. Find a stretch on the top of your wrist that feels good. Don't push it. Be really gentle. And then from this stretch, whatever that feels like for you, can you one at a time bring each finger up towards your forearm? So we're stretching individually through each finger and all the different tendons and nerves that connect it to the wrist. And when you've made it through all of your fingers, go back the same way. So each finger gets 2 stretches, keeping your breath really even, really measured and slow. Notice if you're wanting to speed up through this, wrist care is a really important part of the practice. When you finish, you can sit back on your heels. We're going to give your hands a little shake, nice little gentle blah, blah, blah. And then start to draw some circles with your wrist. This can be really slow. It doesn't have to be a really intense circle. And as your wrists start to warm up a little, maybe you start to explore more range of motion. We're still just going in one direction here. Let's switch directions, just noticing how that might feel different on either side. Maybe noticing that one wrist feels a little crunchier or a little more annoyed with you than the other. And as one last little exercise here, show me your palms, fingertips down towards the earth, really opening through the front of the hand. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, palms flip. So palms face your head now, fingertips point up. Start to bring the fingers down towards the forearms. We're doing like cat and cow with your wrists. As you inhale, cow pose with your wrists. Now we're stuck here. Can't help it. Show me your palms. And as you exhale, close fingertips to forearms, stretching the back. Let's do 1 more round like that. Inhale to open. Show me your palms. And exhale to close. Nice. Find a little shake. Little shake. Say, I'm sorry, wrists, but all I do is type and text. Make a fist. Open up your hands. 3 more of those as you inhale to close your fist. Exhale to open. Inhale, close. Maybe draw a tighter fist. Exhale, burst open. We got 1 more of these. Inhale, crunch up. Exhale, burst open, bloom. noticing how much more space is in your hands and wrists after just that. And now, gate pose. Doing a nice little longer warm up so that when we move into one of our focus poses for class, our hips, our core, our arms are all ready. So come into gate pose, right leg out nice and long, straight off to the side, toes kind of in line with your knee that's resting on the ground. And then you might want to bring your block over towards the left side so it can go under your hand. Totally optional, but you might like it. So pinch your pinky side of your right foot down towards the ground. You might already feel your inner thigh turn on a little bit to support the cementing of the foot. And come into a big side stretch. This is sometimes called modified side plank, modified half moon, gate pose. It has many names. It's a beautiful side stretch. So we're just hanging out here, really pinching that pinky edge of the right foot down onto the mat so we can open up all along the right side. Breathe in here and breathe out. Connect to your core here. Inhale to come up. And exhale, tipping towards the extended leg. Big stretch all through your left side body here. Breathe in, relax your shoulder. Breathe out, relax your face. Let's find a little flow. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down to the ground or your block. Inhale, lift. Exhale towards the right. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. Beautiful job. Inhale up. And exhale to the side. On your next inhale, come straight up. We'll actually bring both knees onto the earth. So you're kneeling on the ground. In the middle of our sides, we'll do a set of stargazer. Lots of you really liked this the other week, so we'll do more. Bring your 2 blocks or tall, sturdy-ish things kind of back close to where your ankles are behind you. Boop. Kind of like that. Or wherever, if you were, slightly bending backwards, you might want to hold for them. So let's do right arm up high first. So left fingertips onto your block or onto the earth if you're like a former gymnast. I don't know. As you take a breath in, reach your right fingertips up, 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 and start to move them back behind you any amount, squeezing through your glutes, pushing your hips forward, big opening through front of hips, front of chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, come back down. Maybe you sit on your heels. Maybe you stand on your knees. Up to you. Inhale, lift your left fingertips up high this time. Pause and breathe. Find that same connection to your core. Firm your glute. Push your hips forward. Can you soften your throat here? Breathe in. And exhale to come down. Slow a few times. Left fingertips on the block. Inhale, stargazer. Exhale, lower down, right fingertips on the earth or a block. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down, good. Inhale, right arm lift. Exhale, lower, right fingertips down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. We'll do one more side. Maybe you deepen this back bend now. Inhale, come up. Maybe you don't, that's fine too. Exhale, lower, last one, inhale, stargazer. Exhale, come down, nice job. You might keep the block on the right side. Find gate pose on the left. So left toes go straight out. And really drive the pinky edge of this foot down. An active foot makes for an active calf, which you can connect to an active quad, active glute, strong core. Starts with the pinky toe. Who knew? Bring your right palm down to the earth. Sorry, teaching yoga to a screen is really getting to me, guys. I know you're all there. I know you're there. All right, we're starting with this big side stretch. Really squeeze the pinky edge down, elongate the stretch all the way through your fingertips. Take a breath in here. And a breath out, still pushing the right palm into the earth. So we're not just collapsing down. Let's find our flow. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. Oh, we hadn't done this yet. We'll hang out here for a moment. To stabilize in this stretch, push your toenails into the ground. Squeeze your right glute. And from that strong base, can you lift up through your rib cage? Breathe in, breathe out. Now we flow. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the right. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the left. One more full round. Inhale, come up. Exhale, calm down. Stay connected to your core. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can make your way there. Set your blocks anywhere off to the side. Meet me in downward facing dog. Take your time settling into this shape. It's really okay if your heels never touch the ground, but can you think about elongating your spine? Maybe you bend your knees a lot if it helps your spine be straighter. Maybe you separate your feet more widely apart from each other. That helps your spine have some more room. And then think about pushing through your fingertips down into the earth, letting your neck hang completely. Maybe gently shake it side to side. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. Inhale, high plank rock forward. Pause and keep breathing here. You might adjust your stance slightly, but from down dog back to high plank is a pretty good alignment for a lot of us. Shoulders should be right over wrists, and your heels are over your toes. This helps activate and engage your legs. And you can think, oh, I'm already thinking about my heels. Think about activating the rest of your legs, starting at your heels, moving up through your pelvis. Now we're at the hands. Push the hands into the ground and hug your arm bones towards each other. This fires up your pecs. So strong here. Breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Maybe you drop to your knees first. Zip your legs up behind you. Inhale, cobra pose. Peel your heart up. Hover here and breathe. You can traction your palms back towards your hips to help boost your heart forward. Keep breathing. Good. Can you pull your heart more forward, then more up? Push your pelvis down into the ground. Push your toenails into the earth. Couple more breaths here. You're so strong. Can you still hug your legs towards each other? Maybe they came apart a little bit. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Breathe in. Lift 1 inch higher. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Press straight up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Couple breaths here. As your first alternative to Chaturanga Dandasana today, I offer you high plank to cobra like we just did. We'll go through our other options as we start to move. So inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Push your feet down, reach up high. Good, breathe here. Separate your feet a little more widely if you feel that you have a stronger foundation that way. They don't have to be touching if you feel like kind of wobbly. Today's sequence is all about balance. So we're gonna be thinking about our feet a lot. I sometimes like to spread my toes really wide, like monkey toes, set them down one at a time and then adjust to something that feels more natural. Stay connected to this connection to the earth. Stay connected to the earth. So thinking about the feet, pushing down, kind of drawing up from the ground, firming the legs as we go. As you inhale, reach your fingertips up. Legs are super solid. Breathe in. And exhale, twisting to the right, reach right arm back. Good. Now I want you to think about peeling your fingertips apart. Like you could reach forward and like flick through the camera with your front fingertips. Like you could karate chop whatever is behind you, really peeling apart. Breathe in. Breathe out, soften your face. Inhale, mountain, come to center. And exhale to the left. So we've got the left fingertips, right fingertips peeling apart. Let's tune into the hips here. Can you pull left hip more forward? So both headlights of your hip bones shine straight forward. Maybe you squeeze your left glute a little extra. Breathe in. Breathe out, soften something. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, baby back bend, squeeze your glutes, maybe cactus your arms. We're lifting the chest from the top of the sternum rather than jumping backwards. Full breath in here, so good. Full breath out, good. Inhale, mountain, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, maybe bend at your knees, hinge down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, tabletop. This is our second option. So from tabletop, as we inhale, we'll come up into camel pose. Hands on your low back. Heart pushes forward. Try to keep your hips stacked right on top of your knees. So this is just like a little lift in the heart here. Throat is soft and open. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms. Make your way back. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, mountain pose, push down. Exhale, twisting to the right. Good. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, twist to the left. Peel your fingertips apart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank, pause just for a moment. A third option here is to move from high plank into chaturanga on your knees, which we'll do once together here. So inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower to your knees. Hug your elbows in, lower them halfway down. And then as you inhale, upward facing dog, flip your toes. Exhale, down dog, using your core to draw the hips high. Good, let's flow one more time together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale to the left, twist. Good, inhale, mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana, or your variation. We've got on your knees, cobra, camel. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Come down onto your knees. Before we move on, we'll do a little extra work in gate pose, prepping our obliques and outer thighs. Fun times, right? All right, let's do left foot first, just for fun. Left leg, go straight out. Bring the blocks back onto the other side if they were helpful for you. We're going to advance this posture a little bit. So inhale, reach your arms up, so squeezing that left pinky toe down. And exhale down towards the ground, but you might not go all the way, or maybe you hover your hand. We're turning this into an ab workout. So as you inhale, you come up, and exhale down and over towards your leg. Again, we're hovering. If arms out at a T is too much, you can bring them to cross over your heart. Inhale, come up. Exhale down towards the mat, but we're hovering. Go until it gets hard and you're like, oh, my muscles need me to be here. That's the spot. Inhale, come up. We got two more. Exhale to the left. This is like a break one. Here we go. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down we go. So strong. Last one. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, a little stretch. I realize this part's not hard. Inhale up. For our last one, exhale, lower. We're hovering, we're building strength. Good, come on up. And as you exhale, we're coming right back down. This time, solidify your palm onto the earth, and we're going to lift the left leg. Oh yeah. So left leg comes parallel to the rest of your torso. If it doesn't make it this high, that's okay. It can be lower, but don't make it higher. Don't make it harder than it has to be. So this leg, it's happening here. You are maybe already feeling this, maybe even feeling it in the glute of the leg that's on the floor. Amazing. Flex your left toes back towards your shin. This whole leg is super active, but we are not collapsing down into this arm. Push the earth away Imagine the length of your spine all the way out the top of your head, connected to the energy coming out of your left heel here. Good, you're so strong. We're hanging out here. If you want a little more, start to pulse this leg just up, just up. Good. For 8, for 7, breathe. For 6, for 5, so good. For 4, just for 3, just for 2, and 1. You're either still holding here, or if you want, little baby sugar cane, kick the foot towards your hands. You can find a nice little quad stretch. And as much as you kick your foot is as much as the stretch will be. So you can really control what happens here. We're here for about 2 more breaths. If this quad stretch isn't happening for you, maybe you're doing more leg lifts. Maybe you're resting. I love it, wherever you're at. So to release this quad stretch, little less muscle work, gently release, kick the leg back out, then mercifully we lower. Holy smokes. Let's do it on the other side. Shall we? Move your little mountain of blocks. Gate pose, right foot out. It's gonna feel so good on this hip that was just all crunched and down. So let's start with the familiar side stretches, adding in a little extra core engagement. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, down we go. We're tipping, we're tipping, we're tipping. Maybe the first one is more of a like, ooh, how does it go? Inhale, come up. Exhale, stretching towards the leg. Good, inhale up. Exhale, try your hardest, come down, hovering, hovering. Hello, obliques, so good. Inhale up, we got 2 more. Exhale, stretch to the side. Nice, inhale. Exhale, here we go to hover. We're hovering, we're hovering. We got 1 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend and stretch. Inhale. Exhale, last little hover, hover, hover. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we go straight back down, getting this outer booty involved. So maybe you set up with the hand first. A wider palm, just like in high plank, is going to distribute surface area. This is not a time for science. Squeeze your pinky edge down just while you get all aligned, super strong in your arms. Fingertips reaching up towards the sky, just like in that twist, and then pop up the leg. It's okay if this side feels different than the other side. That's something important to notice. We have muscle imbalances all over the place, but if you still feel like this is really challenging or my balance is off, that's the point. That's exactly what should be happening. All these little micro movements are your body adjusting and getting stronger in little micro times. So maybe you stay right here. Maybe if you want a little bit more, we start to pulse the top leg. We're lifting up and up. Good. I'm right here with you for 8, 7, 6. Check in with your breath. Good for 4, for 3. How's your core? For 2. Connect to it for 1. Maybe you stay. Keep holding, breathing for a quad stretch. Bend your knee. Grab the inside of your foot, that squishy arch side. And find however much of a quad stretch / like shoulder opener feels good to you. Here for 2 more breaths. Good, now baby sugar canes, do not slingshot out of this. Carefully release the foot, still taking some strength to do that. We'll just come right back up. And now we'll go to downward facing dog. So keep your blocks to the front of your mat. We'll use them up here next. Okay, beautiful. All right, so we've got our outer hips warmed up. We've got our obliques turned on. We are ready to start to play a little bit with half moon pose in this next flow that's coming up. It's very balance focused. So as we move, tune back into that sense of connection you have with the earth. Even if your foot is only on the ground for a moment, that plus the power of your breath to help bring stability will be what help you move through this sequence with more ease. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Here we go. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Good. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Yes, you can. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through with control, but only for a moment. Inhale, one leg mountain, lift your left leg. We're stepping all the way through, lifting up, big transition. Move as slowly as you need to so that you're moving with care and intention. And when you get here, you're making several right angles. So this left thigh, parallel to the ground, ankle right under knee, toes flexed back. This whole leg is really active. Standing leg is pushing down, gripping the mat with your toes every now and again to remember it's there. You might stay right here. You can build a lot of balance and strength here. If you want to move on, breathe in. Exhale, figure 4 squat. Cross your front, left ankle over your knee. Think back. Think back so your booty starts to work to hold you here. Your right ankle is like, hello, yes, beautiful. This is right where you want to be. Stay here, or inhale, one leg mountain, come up. Last part here, exhale, Shiva Squat, where this has become more of like an ice skater squat. You are curtsying your left toes behind you, sinking your hips back, and reaching your left toes as far off to the right as you can. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge, float the left toes back into this high lunge. Good. Pause here for just a moment. If it helps to bring your hands to your hips, move left hip more forward, right hip more back. This can help us remember to keep our hips squared totally forward. And if you need to bring a little bend into your back, you need to make this happen, totally go for it. Also, just touching my back leg right now, I could just feel it shaking. So cool. All right, we're here. We're super strong. Inhale, warrior 2, burst open. Keep breathing. You're going to start to feel this in the right leg. Start to notice any aversion to that feeling. Start to notice the ways you're like trying to sneak around it. It doesn't exist. Embrace this sensation that you're feeling that you might be really quick to write off as pain or discomfort or whatever. See if you can sit with it. See what happens once you get past that initial point. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Option to rest your front arm on your front leg. But notice here, if you're dumping so much weight into the front leg, can you squeeze the pinky edge of your back foot down, just like from gate pose? And instead of hugging your heels together here, can you imagine you are tearing your mat apart? Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the lunge, keep the lunge. Oh, I didn't keep the lunge, keep it. This is a side stretch, not a back bend. So square both of your shoulders towards this left side of your mat. And maybe you go to high five the back wall, or you just reach straight up like this is the last scene of a musical. Breathe in. Exhale, half moon pose. This is where it gets different. Launch onto your front leg. I like to bring a block in front of me here. We're gonna break this down a little later, so if you're like, what on earth? That's okay. Stack your hips on top of each other. Find that same long, strong leg that was lifted in gate pose. Push your right foot down. Breathe in here. Breathe out here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Step back, nice and easy. Exhale, high to low plank, or your variation, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog, camel, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we'll move through super slow on the next side too. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl your spine. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. See if you can squeeze your knee here. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. You got this. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Plant your left foot down. Inhale, lift your right leg. One leg mountain. Give yourself a moment to arrive in one leg mountain pose. Spend some time gathering information about what's different on this side. That helps you kind of choose how you maneuver through these poses. It's not going to be identical to the other side. And maybe you choose to stay here, really work on stability in the left ankle. If the compound movements to build strength are what you're looking for today, breathe in. Exhale, standing figure 4, sink your hips back. Sink your hips back a little further than feels comfortable, to the point where you feel your left ankle really working to help keep you here. So good. Stay, or inhale, one leg mountain, come up. Exhale, Shiva Squat, curtsy your right toes back and out to the left. We're sinking the weight back still, so left hamstring, left glutes fire up. Inhale, one leg mountain, come back. And exhale, high crescent, float your right toes back, land soft-footed but sure of where you're going. We'll take a moment to get set up here. Move front hip back, back hip forward. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. Maybe you're like, yes, bend in this leg. Yes, everything is shaking. Beautiful. Breathe in, reach high. Exhale, warrior 2. This is supposed to be an inhale. We're all doing fine. We're here. Get up, get set up. Woo, strong, maybe stronger than you want to. Notice the feeling of like wanting to tap out, and that's totally fine to listen to, but start to notice when it happens and what that might be teaching you. This is a very vague way of saying, I've had a similar reflection recently. Good, our legs are nice and burny. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Choose your arm variation. Keep pinning your right pinky toe down towards the mat, lengthening all through the right side body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good, you got it. Can you recommit to this lunge in your front knee? What other muscles can help you here? Think about your back glute, your left glute. How can that help support this lunge in your knee? Breathe in. Exhale, half moon, launch onto the left toes. Right hip stacks right on top of the left. Your left toes don't have to be pointing straight forward. Mine turn in because otherwise my hips would not be happening. So do your best. Your best is good enough. We'll come back to this a little more later. Breathe in here. Breathe out, soften something. So good. Inhale, reverse warrior, come back. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, camel, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. We will flow now, matching breath to movement. If it's faster than you're ready for with the balance, faster than you want to move, go slower. It's really okay. My breath or my voice is always just a guide. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Good. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Strong breath. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, lift your left leg, one leg mountain. Stay or exhale, figure 4. Inhale, one leg. Exhale, Shiva Squat, curtsy back. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge, step back. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon just for a breath, or you can stay in reverse warrior. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, or your variation. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. You got it. Inhale, left leg high. So good. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Yes. Inhale, left leg high. Last one. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Good. Left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, lift your right leg, one leg mountain. Exhale, figure 4, sink down. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, Shiva Squat. You got it. Keep breathing. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge. Step back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep the lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Pause here for an extra breath, or exhale, half moon. Left foot down, right foot lifts. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Nice job. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. Okay, you can come down from down dog. Grab a drink of water. Do what you have. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, we're going to spend a little bit more time playing with the half moon shape, and then we'll stretch it out and cool things down. So I think it'll be helpful if you have a wall nearby that you can lean against. If you don't have this, you should come back to this another time and play with it. But there are so many ways to enter this balancing shape, and your half moon is legit without being like the full crazy kind. It's a balancing posture that engages certain muscles. You can do it in many different stages. So since we've been entering it from reverse warrior or warrior two, we're gonna try that again. Go ahead and bring your blocks to the top of your mat. You might keep it on this highest level so that it's the highest. It'll be more sturdy, lower. Just pick one and be ready to adjust as you go. And then we'll just go to warrior two. So just make your way there. Nothing super fancy. And we are gonna go through real slow together. So you start to drag this back foot along the mat as your front leg straightens and starts to bend down. And then you might put this block further in front of you. Much like in gate pose, you want your hand right below your shoulder. If it's way out in front of you or too close to you, it's gonna knock your balance off. So maybe it would be better to just start with your hand on your block in this like awkward little crouch, and then we walk it back out from here. So keeping this same alignment of, I'm so sorry guys, I'm like real dizzy. Okay, your hip is coming up. Your hips are stacked. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Hips are stacked on top of each other, which is just a way of saying your leg is flat up behind you. So with your hand on the block as your guide, you're coming here, bring your right hand to your right hip. This can help open it so that the right hip is on top of the left. And then you're just shooting straight out in a really strong line. This leg is super active. Squeeze your right glute to protect your low back. And if you're just hanging out here, this is half moon. You can lift your arm and look up. You can always keep a hand on your hip. And maybe your half moon leg isn't all the way up, but you're here. This is awesome. You can play with this and work with this. Let's try this on the other side. So just switching sides, however that might be for you. If you're near a wall, I'll show this side on the wall. So just start to get into the shape, whether you enter from warrior two or reverse, or just like hobble yourself up. If you're against a wall, your torso through your butt will be flat against the wall, and so will this leg as it pops out. That's how you know I'm doing it. Nice, very cool. And another week we'll play with sugarcane in this shape. So you have several more breaths to play on the left side. That was a lot shorter than the other. If any of you have questions and you want to like turn on your camera and ask them, you can totally do that. You can also answer them another time. So you have about 3 more breaths playing. I wish I could see you. I see one of you and you're doing amazing. I love it. Above all, keep the breath flowing. We tend to hold our breath when we're tired or something is challenging. All right, go ahead and wrap up the side that you are on. We will all meet together in downward facing dog. Nice job. If you were someone who just got half moon for the first time and no one was there to see you, I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you tried something new. All right, we're in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Full breath out. Another like that. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Right ankle behind left wrist. Left leg goes nice and long behind you. If you still have your blocks nearby, you might put one. If this right hip is way up, you can nestle a block or a book underneath your butt so that you can relax. Fun fact. But if you are here, let yourself surrender into the shape. This is a big stretch in the outer hip where we were just doing a lot of really targeted strengthening. So let your breath be a conduit for ease in this joint specifically. It's 3 more breaths here. Where else can you soften and dial things down a little more? Push weight back up into your palms. Make your way to downward facing dog. If you like a counter stretch, you're welcome to take one. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Left ankle kisses the right wrist. The rest of the body relaxes down. Take stock of how this side might be different, how you might need something else to feel comfortable here, and be open to doing something different. Focus your breath on your left outer hip, consciously softening with the breath. Can you soften your jaw? Relax your shoulders. Let your face melt just a little softer. Three more breaths. Press your palms into the ground. Make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come through, have a seat. Send your feet straight out in front of you. Actually, wait, bring the bottoms of your feet onto the earth, knees up, and relax down for bridge pose. Lay flat on your back, knees up high. Wiggle your heels a little closer to your glutes. And as you take a big breath in, find bridge pose. You might wiggle your shoulders closer together to help boost your heart up. And tune into some of the subtle muscles in your legs that are helping you hold this posture right now. Feel the entirety of both feet pressing down. Notice the way the back of your calves feels. Feel your hamstrings working. Notice how your glutes feel, even the front of your hips. Keep your breath nice and steady here, maybe starting to experience a little shake, a little tiredness. Use this as a chance to tune in just a little deeper on what the body is doing, what amazing things are happening here. Breathe. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Bring the bottoms of your feet to touch, knees out wide, recline, bound angle pose. Let one hand rest on your low belly, the other across your heart. Let both elbows draw down heavy towards the ground. And feel your heart beating. Shift your attention to your breath here. Which hand do you feel your breath in the most? And start to shift the breath towards your bottom hand, towards belly breathing, towards the kind of breathing that stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, digest, relax, you're safe here. Consciously shifting our body's response from fight or freeze into a place where we can rest and restore. Keep breathing here. Start to notice the relationship between your heartbeat and your breath. Maybe giving your body a little scan from head to toe, just noting where you observe tension. And noticing how sometimes even acknowledging that the tension exists helps us move past it just a little. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs, close them up like a book. Hug your knees into your chest. Start to find a little gentle rock side to side, massaging your low back. And if it's not too sensitive for you, find little circles with your knees, just gently mobilizing the low back. And switch directions. If this is uncomfortable, just hold a little hug for yourself. And find happy baby pose. Stamp your feet on the ceiling. Grab for whatever is accessible without lifting your shoulders up to grab it. So if today that's the back of your legs, that's totally cool. These last 10 breaths are yours. You can hang out in happy baby or take something your body's been asking for. But let the end of this practice be unique to you today. A response to what your body, what your heart needs after an entire hour of being in tune with yourself and what you need. Trust that you know now. You know. Go ahead and wrap up whatever movements you've found and gently press yourself up to a tall seat. And really slowly kind of preserving this soft, gentle space we've created for ourselves. And we'll end with a little bit of alternate nostril breathing together. So find a nice tall seat, head over heart, shoulders over hips, sitting up so tall, your core is kind of working. And exhale all your air. Bring your right hand up to your face. Use your thumb to plug one nostril. Tuck in all fingers except your ring finger or maybe your pinky to plug your other nostril. And first we'll exhale everything out the left nostril. So exhale left nostril. Inhale left. Plug left. Exhale right nostril. Inhale right nostril. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Feel your body deflate as you exhale. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. I'll let you guide yourself through 3 more full rounds. Your mind starts to wander, come back to the mechanics of the breath. Feel the air against those tiny hairs on your nostrils. Finish up the round you're on with an exhale out your left nostril, but there's no rush. When you've finished with your exhale out your left nostril, bring both palms onto your thighs, palms down for grounding, palms up to receive, and just notice the way your body and your mind feel right now. Give yourself a scan from the very top of your head, down your neck and shoulders, down your spine, all the way to your toes, just noticing the way your body feels. We'll feel class the way we began, with 3 cleansing breaths together. Bring your palms to touch at heart center. Inhale through your nose, fill up your low belly. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Deep breath in through your nose, fill up low belly and rib cage, expand in all directions. Open mouth, exhale, push the air out. Beautiful job. Last one together. Inhale, fill up low belly, rib cage. Feel your collarbones broaden. And sigh it out. Exhale, completely letting it all go. Draw your thumbs to third eye center, merging heart and mind. May all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, and free. Namaste. Thank you for practicing together today. I hope you feel better than you did when we got here.